0 feet altitude. 16 feet distance. 0 miles per hour. 98% battery.
A little windy, huh? We're gonna fly a mission. Focus on that tower first.
Okay. 114 feet altitude. 346 feet distance. 0 miles per hour. 94% battery.
Away we go. It's a little windier than I thought it was. This is going to be nearby close. I'll be able to take over any time. Good picture.
.309 feet altitude. 612 feet distance. 17 miles per hour. 89% battery.
Yeah, the wind was nice and calm a little while ago. It's just all of a sudden when I took off, it picked up. This isn't a long flight. The sun is just starting to set.
.324 feet altitude. 1,628 feet distance. 17 miles per hour. 84% battery.
I got to just doing a couple orbits around the park. And up down the road. I got this focused on a point of interest, so it'll get me a good angle. Make it look cool flying backwards and whatnot. It's 325 feet. This is going a little slower too. I'm coming inside because it's effing cold out.
.325 feet altitude. 2,074 feet distance. 7 miles per hour. 79% battery.
.4 miles an hour. I think I have it set to be 22 miles an hour. So it's barely moving. So I'm going to have to wind up with the abortion. I'll go a little further and do it. Do it to it. Yeah, it was definitely, wind definitely picked up.
324 feet altitude. 1,744 feet distance. 8 miles per hour. 74% battery.
And it's gonna skim over the park here, back of the park. I'm just gonna watch the battery, let it go, because depending on what direction it's going, see how it's speed picked right up there.
324 feet altitude. 1,097 feet distance. 22 miles per hour. 69% battery.
It's cold out there too. Temperatures drop in. It rained all day yesterday. And then after the rain, everything froze up. Over the summer, I got some good footage of a little cruise boat. It's not a little, but that gives rides in the Hudson River, called the Captain JP. And I used to actually, when I was in food service, I catered a couple of parties on it. And last night, apparently a tugboat ran into it, and the Hudson River got all ice jammed up, and the thing broke loose, drifted down the river, and
324 feet altitude,
and got stuck under the railroad bridge.
feet distance. 8 miles per hour. 65% battery.
So tomorrow I might go down to the river and check out the river, since it's a mess. Couldn't go tonight, I didn't have the car. So I'll go out in the afternoon. Yeah, the boy's barely moving.
.324 feet altitude. 605 feet distance. 7 miles per hour. 60% battery.
A pretty good battery considering it's hardly moving. It's really not that windy. I don't see the treetops moving.
.324 feet altitude. 665 feet distance. 6 miles per hour. 56% battery.
Seven miles an hour. Well, I guess this is more of a slow motion sightseeing mission. It's like deer hoofy prints down there.
324 feet altitude. 985 feet distance. 4 miles per hour. 51% battery. Mission ended.
We're going to take over control. Too slow. Don't want to get stuck down there at that big turn. Not be able to get up. See, I got the wind at my back here. My dog wants to come out, but she got to wait.
.325 feet altitude. 995 feet distance. 20 miles per hour. 45% battery.
The horsies are out. Out there pooping.
.324 feet altitude. 1,536 feet distance. 22 miles per hour. 40% battery.
Don't see any cars over at the what do you call it? The park, which is unusual. Usually there's people out there walking their dogs. Shit, I forgot to turn this thing down. It's going to nag at 30% all the way down. Fuck. I don't remember to do that stuff.
.325 feet altitude. 776 feet distance. 25 miles per hour. 35% battery.
Yesterday I couldn't see him, or not yesterday, the day before I was flying back here. Came across a lot of hood rats. But you really can't tell on screen when they're there. No man's land. You want to go back there. Prickers and burrs and all kinds of nasty shit. Deer ticks and more deer ticks. How long have I been flying?
325 feet altitude. 764 feet distance. 0
minutes.
miles per hour. 28% battery.
Reception's pretty crappy for as close as I am. Get lined up to land. Back outside. Should be able to see it.
Warning. Aircraft battery at 25%.
Here we go.
191 feet altitude. 298 feet distance. 2 miles per hour. 24% battery. Warning, aircraft battery at 24%.
Very cool.
Warning, aircraft battery at 21%.
Now I gotta land it before it decides to return home. So I'll be watching the drone. And then my screen will prompt me.
0 feet altitude. 11 feet distance.
The screen
0
will...
miles per hour. 19% battery.
It fucking landed. Shut up. The screen will prompt that it's returning home, and then you're looking at the drone. Next thing you know, it's taking off on you, and you... Well, I think I've bitched about that before. Anyways, decent flight, little windy, DW.